Earth is to pass through the same Taurid Meteor stream in 2032 that may have triggered a mass extinction 12,800 years ago. That was about the time of the Younger Dryas period, where we had a comet impact on Earth that put an end to the Clovis culture and the megafauna and megaflora. Earth will travel right in front of the same Taurid meteor stream in 2032 that caused a mass extinction and a worldwide flood 12,800 years ago, plunging Earth into a mini ice age for 1,300 years. According to Graham Hancock, he was right all this time, but we did not listen to him. Our solar system is a dangerous place, and every month Earth inches closer to one of its riskier places, the Taurid swarms of meteors. Our planet is predicted to pass directly through the Taurid swarm in November of 2032. An ancient monument found in Turkey, that is Göbekli Tepe, might be more than just a monument. It could be the world's oldest solar calendar. Researchers from the University of Edinburgh studied symbols carved on the pillars of Göbekli Tepe, a large ancient site in southern Turkey, and they think these carvings were used to track days, seasons, and years like a calendar. The team noticed that each V shape carved on the pillar might represent one day. One pillar even had 365 Vs, the same number as days in the year. They also found that a special V around the neck of a bird-like figure, could represent the summer solstice, the longest day of the year, and this might explain why the V symbol shows up on many other statues in the area, often around the necks of figures connected to the time and creation. The mini ice age. The ancient calendar focused on the tracking day, night, and seasonal changes, which might have become more important after a major comet hit the Earth around 10,850 BC, and this event likely caused a mini ice age that wiped out many species. According to Martin Sweetman, researcher from University of Edinburgh, the people at Göbekli Tepe were careful observers of the sky, possibly because the comet strike had changed their world. This disaster may have sparked the beginning of civilization by starting new religious beliefs and pushing people to develop agriculture to survive the colder climate. Their carvings might be some of the earliest attempts at writing. These carvings also track the cycles of the moon and sun long before similar calendars were made. They may have even shown for the first time that comet strikes are more likely to happen when Earth crosses the path of comet fragments, something that modern scientists have confirmed, of course. And to help support the theory, the team points to another pillar at the site appearing to picture the Taurid meteor stream lasting 27 days, which was quite possibly the source of the ancient comet strike. The researchers believe that the temple carvings show the ancient civilization was recording daily dates precisely, noting how the movement of constellations across the sky differed based on the time of the year. This would be 10,000 years before Hipparchus of ancient Greece documented the wobble of the Earth's axis in 150 BC, making this newfound calendar well ahead of its time. The Younger Dryas boundary, YDB, cosmic impact hypothesis, suggests that around 12,800 years ago, Earth was hit by pieces of a large comet, which broke apart as it entered the inner solar system. And this event likely caused a chain reaction leading to an impact winter, a period of intense cold, and a climate change episode called the Younger Dryas, YD. The collision is also believed to have caused massive wildfires, the extinction of large animals like mammoths, and changes in human cultures and population decline, of course. Evidence of this impact includes unusually high levels of platinum found at 26 sites across the northern hemisphere, including the ice cores of Greenland, which show platinum deposits over a 21-year period. The start of the Younger Dryas also shows an increase in dust and chemicals linked to wildfires, like ammonium and other burning aerosols found in ice cores from Greenland, Antarctica, and Russia. These signs point to one of the biggest wildfire events in over 120,000 years, with about 9% of Earth's forest burned, covering 10 million square kilometers. This large-scale burning and the cooling effect of the impact may have triggered the younger Dryas climate change, according to the theory. A 2021 study, Taurid Complex Smoking Gun, found that 88 near-Earth asteroids hidden in the debris that creates the Taurid Meteor shower likely came from the breakup of a single comet about 20,000 years ago. Astronomers at the University of Antioquia in Colombia studied the Taurid complex to learn more about where these objects came from. In the 1980s, scientists William Napier and Victor Klug noticed large asteroids in the Taurid stream. They suggested these asteroids had the same origin as comet Encke, which orbits the Sun every 3 years. However, some asteroids are over a mile wide, meaning they could not have come from comet Encke itself. Scientists Ignacio Ferrin and Vincento Orofino reviewed old research and measured light reflected from the larger asteroids. They found more evidence that both comet Encke and the big asteroids came from the breakup of a huge comet 62 miles wide about 20,000 years ago. Of course, that's huge. The team warned that these asteroids could be dangerous to Earth, and others from the ancient comet might have already hit our planet in the past. Every year, Earth passes through a stream of debris, causing shooting stars to appear in October in the southern hemisphere and in November in the northern hemisphere. Comet Encke, first seen in 1786, left a trail of debris as it got close to the Sun, like other comets, and this trail, made up of rocks, dust, and debris, sometimes comes close to Earth, leading to lots of scientific study. Some studies focused on larger asteroids. Experts think impacts from the Taurid stream may have contributed to the extinction of ancient cultures and global cooling during the Younger Dryas period. In 1908 Tunguska event, where a small asteroid exploded above Russia, destroying millions of trees, is believed to be connected to this debris stream. In 2013, the Chelyabinsk meteor, which injured over 1,500 people in Russia, may have also come from the Taurid stream. In 2005, NASA astronomer Rob Suggs observed a flash from a meteor hitting the moon, which was part of the Taurid meteor shower. A team of Colombian researchers, along with astronomers from Italy's University of Salento, reviewed many studies on space impacts. They confirmed that a group of space debris contains up to 88 large pieces. Using a method called secular light curves, they noticed changes in the brightness of these objects and found that 67% showed signs of comet-like activity. This supported the idea that these objects came from a common origin. Napier, another scientist, supported their findings. He said these asteroids, which have orbits like comet Encke, could either be affected by unknown forces or are pieces of a larger, older comet that lost its gases. And this original comet may have been a rubble pile, a mix of rocks and other materials held together by ice. Over time, this pile could have broken apart, possibly due to forces from the Sun or another object, creating smaller fragments. One asteroid, Aljato, is an example of a rubble pile. It's still held together by ice, which gives it comet-like activity, but it's much smaller than its parent. Bigger inactive objects like Morpheus are similar, but their ice is trapped inside. Smaller objects like 2006 SO198 might be the original rocky pieces. The team explained that even if the object looks like a regular asteroid, it could still have a comet-like origin. Taurid meteors, part of this group, are usually larger than normal meteors. They shine brightly and go deeper into the Earth's atmosphere, sometimes called fireballs. While this is mostly harmless, the discovery of larger asteroids are dangerous. In one dangerous part of the meteor stream could be a real threat. Earth passes through this area every few years, leading to more shooting stars and possibly large objects hitting Earth instead of burning up in the atmosphere. Future encounters are expected in 2025, that's just next year, 2032, and 2039. In 2021, David Asher, Armagh Observatory astronomer, predicted that in 2032 and 2036, we are likely to pass through the center of the Taurid complex, where there will be a noticeable enhancement of fireballs. According to study, Taurid complex smoking gun authors Ignacio Ferrin and Vincenzo Orofino, gas outing from comet-like objects within the complex could be hiding smaller, but still potentially dangerous asteroids that might hit our Earth. The Tunguska cosmic body was 60 to 90 meters in diameter, and he said, we now believe the complex may contain many more objects of that size. It's not the tame, simple, and innocent complex we thought it was, they said. And this is on Hows and Whys by Vicky Verma. So this is what's happening in a few years. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. My Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.